How you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. You keep on batting away. Just a few from me. The first one, you talked about moving to Florida being the best thing for you and Wembley being the reason for that. We know you miss Manchester. We've had great weather recently as well. But really, apart from your family, what's the biggest thing you miss about being in Manny?
No, nothing. Honestly, I have such a good life in Florida that I don't actually miss too much of home. I mean, England is England, it is home, it will always be home, but I don't honestly miss that much about it apart from my family, yeah. That is literally it.
Fair play. And obviously you've been in the European tournament as well, but now that you're at this stage in the global season, how much harder is the tournament format in a global season than in the European season?
I mean, it's a lot more intense for sure. Obviously, the European is only 3 rounds, it was spaced out quite a lot throughout the whole year, whereas this is like from April to November, 4 fights, so it's very much different. But I've really enjoyed it and I've coped with it quite well. I feel like my team's very experienced with the whole PFL seasons. You know, they've got a lot of athletes that have done it before, so they've really navigated my training plans and my recovery and my training very well. You know, I've known when to push hard, when to pull back, when to rest. You know, so it's worked out really well for me, and you know, I've actually really enjoyed the season.
So the last one from me. You're on Instagram Live this week, Cody, and I asked him if this is the best he's seen you in camp, and he said yes. So I just wanted to ask you, do you attribute that to you being more focused, or is it just an accumulation of experience and skill?
Yeah, a little bit of everything, like definitely focus, because I've honestly been so locked in this whole year since I arrived in Florida in February, the end of January, February, in my own place. I've just felt like I've been completely locked in. I've not been home, which I said at the start of the season, like I'm not going home until I've won it. So that was that probably locked me in a lot more. But also I think just, I said, when I fight regularly and I'm training all the time, I just get better and better, and I feel like that's what's happened now. I'm getting more confident, my skills are progressing a lot. Obviously the fight experience, even though I'm only getting around, I'm getting used to the nerves, you know, dealing with all that, because that is all part of it, the mental side of it. So I think just everything all together has definitely helped this year.
Nice, best still for Friday.
Thank you.
Mike.
Hi Jenna. Firstly, your sunglasses game is strong, always on point.
Thanks. I try.
We hear a lot of talk, obviously, about Dakota being based at ATT and all the high level training partners that she has, but we've also got high level experience training partners like here, Yoda. How much do you attribute that to your development from Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to MMA in recent years?
I mean, I think it's been invaluable to have the people around me that I do. You know, Angela Hill's been like a huge help for me, not only just on the mats, like training, you know, because she has really good striking. It's been awesome to like be able to work with her, but like just navigating the whole like MMA scene is a little bit different than, you know, the jiu-jitsu. So just having people like her and Kat Zingano and a lot of other like high level females around me, it's just been like an amazing experience.
So obviously, having a jiu-jitsu background, you know, developing and you transition into MMA, you've done that in quite a short space of time as well. Do you think the progress that you've made in that time is going to be more than the progress that Dakota has made in learning the grappling and learning the ground game?
I definitely think, yeah, that's true. I think it's a lot harder to, I mean, the years of experience I have with the grappling, it's really hard to make up for that, you know, in a short period of time. It's like I'm still learning and developing as a martial artist, like especially in my jiu-jitsu, and that's been doing it for 16 years. So it's just hard to, you know, cover that ground.
Just a couple for myself. No time is an complete flyweight, which is a very hard puzzle to solve. But is there any holes in her game that you have identified that you can exploit?
Yeah, absolutely. I found holes in her game. Like, she is a well-rounded martial artist and that she is good in every aspect, but she's not great in every aspect. And those are the holes, is seeing and striking what she's missing, seeing in her wrestling, in her anti-wrestling, and even in her jiu-jitsu, her ground and pound. There are flaws and there are openings every single place that I know that I can capitalize on.
No, it's nice. And the last one from myself, other than that, obviously, do you think obviously the momentum going into this, of you were right on the 9-5 win streak, do you think that also gives you an edge going into the fight?
Yeah, I certainly think that it gives an edge just in being in the right mental headspace and understanding what I've been doing correctly to keep applying that going forward. But again, I'm facing now the toughest person that I've faced, I think, in a few years now. So all that doesn't mean anything if I can't apply everything I need to do on Friday night.
Yes, Linton, back again.
What's good?
You're a man of your word, whether you said you're going to do it, you did it.
Yeah, man. Hey, and a bit of luck as well. A bit of luck obviously helped as well, you know. You need a little bit of luck on your side in this tournament.
Exactly. Well, you stay ready,
Yes, 100%, you have to.
Looking forward now, Papa's coach, he said that he's younger, he's faster, he's better than you in all aspects. I just wanted to see what you make of that comment.
That's all good. Of course he's going to say that, because that is true. He is younger and probably is faster. But I think he's around the same as Modosky, isn't he? So, you know, obviously we know I've beat him twice. So that doesn't really match up, if you understand, you know. Just because you're younger and faster than someone, it doesn't mean you're going to win the fight. I can just say I'm older, stronger, better looking. You know what I mean? You know, but I'm a veteran. I've been in this game for a long time. I've had these high-profile matches, you know, and I think that's what's going to separate us, you know. He hasn't fought a grappler like me or a striker like me, and I'm the one that's going to, you know, really test him and make him understand there is levels to this, you know, and, you know, I see myself beating him second round.
Nice little confidence there. And obviously going into this semi-final, is there anything in your training that you had to change or maybe slow down a little bit, do less sparring, or how have you approached it this time?
Yeah, I pretty much didn't do, you know, the hard round sparring, because we have to stay healthy. And you got to think, in this tournament, we spar so much because the fights are back to back anyway. So I think if you're just going in the gym every day sparring hard, you're probably doing more damage to your body, to your head. You're not getting that recovery. So we just worked on a few more things, you know, the ground, the cardio, technical sparring, and yeah, I did have some hard rounds, but you know, like I said, it's 3 fights in the last 5 months it will be. So if I'm in there banging away every day, then I'm you know, doing the wrong kind of training.
That's a constant experience. And
yes.
For me, is I know you've been in the States for a while now, but do you ever miss the UK at all?
I miss my family. To be honest, it's not that I don't miss the UK, but the weather is not inviting. So that's definitely something that keeps me away. You know, even when it is sunny, it's not sunny. So I do miss it. I will go back in December, about 3 weeks, but that's enough. 3 weeks is probably all I can actually handle. Otherwise, I'll turn to a popsicle or something.
I'd say just a couple from me. You know, training with a wide range of people, really, and I've noticed that this camp you've been training with a big country, and just wanted to know what the training around like with Roy Nelson.
You know, having Roy around allows me to, I can't ever say I'm old. Because I'm like, I'm starting to feel old. Roy will remind me of my age and his age. But yeah, I know Roy's, when I was out in Vegas, come in, get a couple of rounds, and he reminded me that he still has overhand right, and I'm wearing it right now on my eye. And, but a lot of good rounds with like Carl Williams and Sergey Spikov, the Russian polar bear. So, I mean, it was a good camp out there in Vegas. A lot of good rounds, a lot of good guys, and a lot of different looks.
Nice. And the last one for me, what do you look more? Is it farming or actual fighting?
Farming or fighting?
Yeah.
Man, you really put me on the spot on that one. I enjoy the freedom of fighting. Don't always have to, you can kind of pick and choose when you're going to go work and train. But farming, I think I might have to, I think it's a 50-50. I'm going to go with that. I can't choose one. It's like which one of my kids I love better. I can't answer that.
All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times.
On the fence. I'm on the fence.
We don't need
Left hook from Yaoundé came and landed on him, so